Hi, Chris with Trimble Forensics Tech Tip Tuesdays, brought to you in partnership with our friends at the Institute for Police Technology and Management, or IPTM. IPTM is the Trimble Forensics authorized training provider, and if you're wanting comprehensive accredited training in the Trimble Forensics solutions, please visit them at the link in the description below. This will be part 2 in our series in the relationship between scan data and survey data. In last week's episode, we took a look at how conducting a cloud-to-cloud registration in Trimble RealWorks Forensic may break the relationship between the SX1 scan data and survey data if the registration process is not done properly. In this week's episode, we're going to take a look at how to fix it in Trimble Forensics Reveal. So let's go. So we're over in Trimble Forensics Reveal and we have our data set loaded up. Now this is the correct orientation with the point cloud to the measurement log. So what I'm going to do is jump down in and we're going to take a look at our points where they should be. We have our CP2, which is at the base of a light on the south wall. We have our CP3 that is at the bottom of a fire alarm inside of the small room on the southeast corner. And we have our backside point, which was the top right corner of a bulletin board. And that's when it is aligned correctly and when the registration process is done so that everything is aligned to OP1. However, since we have our point cloud that was aligned with OP3, our topo points don't quite line up, so we now need to fix that. So what we're going to do is we are going to use the virtual total station. What I'm going to do is go into my measurements. I'm going to create a data log. And this is going to be a point cloud data log. And I'm just going to put it somewhere in my scene. I'm going to jump inside the building here and place it down somewhere. And it isn't real critical where you put this, just someplace on your log where you can see it. And I'm going to name this virtual total station and my new layer with name virtual total station. Click OK. And now it's going to open up a bunch of boxes here for us. We'll kind of move some things out of the way here. And we are to the point where we're going to add our measurements. So for my first one, I am going to call it CP2, and I'm going to put it at the base of the light. Around there. I'm going to place CP3. At the base of my fire alarm. And just for good measure, I am going to place my backside point over here. So my virtual total station, I now have CP2, CP3, and backside. I only need 2, but I just put in 3 just for good measure to make sure that I have enough points. All right, from here we can close it out. And now it's time to move our measurement log. So these are the topo points that we gathered with our SX1 at the scene. Let's see here, we've got our OP1, backside CP1, 2, and 3, OP2, 3, and 4. And if this were a real scene, we would have a lot more topo points here. But we just have the bare minimum that we did to get this scene done. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to our actions, and we're going to position our measurement log A, which is the measurements that we brought in from our total station topo points. This would be our capture file if we brought it in. And I'm going to position it relative to the virtual total station log. So here I'm setting my reference log is going to be my virtual total station. From here, I picked my points. So I want to use my backside. So my backside point for measurement log A, and our backside for my virtual total station. And for my second point, I'm going to use let's use CP3 and CP3. And this is my error. So 0.03 of a foot horizontal and an elevation error of 76/10,000ths of a foot. I think I'll take that one as pretty accurate. So when I click Finish, it will then move my total station points over to where they need to be. So now when I shut my virtual total station off, you can now see that my real topo points that were taken with my SX1 do match up. So I have my CP2 right at the base of my light, my CP3 at the base of my fire alarm, I have my backside point at the top right of the bulletin board, and then I've also got my CP1 up on the girder. It was a rope cleat that I shot as a common point, and everything is where it should be. You can also see that OP2, where the station was set up, it's floating up there in the air since the total station height or instrument height was at 0 when we set it up. And we have our OP3, so the instrument was pretty short where we set it up there. So everything is lining up where we need it to be.
Keep in mind, we can use the virtual total station to align any data log with any point cloud, so long as the point can be identified accurately in the scan data. This goes for using a mechanical total station at the scene with a Trimble TX6 or TX8, or if you wanted to use an optical total station or GNSS receiver at the scene with a Trimble X7 scan system. If you found this video to be useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, and be sure to check us out on Facebook and LinkedIn. See you next week. Stay safe.